going to hear all kinds of propaganda. You're going to hear all kinds of lies and deception. There will be tactics used to try and buy you out. There will be tactics used to try and frighten you away. And I only have to say one thing to you tonight, comrades. We are blood and fire comrades, and we're marching on to progress. And we will stand firm. We will not be bought because we are not for sale.
And no argument knowing that. No argument knowing that. So who feel away? So bad for you. Anyway, we want this guy to come out of the country and go hide himself a bush. Look on the screen. We want this guy to come out of the country and go hide himself a bush. When you look on the screen good and identify this character, this thing, he needs to leave the country and go live on the water. We now live on the island with him. Christopher Tufton need to go now. Big dirty bunger nose and Jonas need to remove Christopher Tufton. Him have to remove him. Brawling. Anyway, this is what go on in Jamaica right now.
Come tell me that. We don't want to hear no more. We know everything about you see. We are from 60 to 70. How do I know I'm money? No, what are you? Listen to my man. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. What kind of food? Let's take us far.
Like and share already. Big up everybody who check in.
Where are you? Management! Where are you? Management! Where are you? Management from workers!
Them a hide from the workers them. I never seen nothing like this before. So I'm shocked now with something we about to happen. Andrew Wallace knows say one big uprising going to happen in Jamaica because them lie to the people them. So Daryl Vaz, not in so many words, inside say there's a possibility a lockdown is coming based on this oil shortage. But he have nothing to do with no oil shortage. And the way how they lie to the country, even Colonel Charles come out and lie to the people them, but the people them get their money and the people them not get no money. Saying they know everything when Colonel Charles comes out them out today are rubbish. Worse Daryl Vaz. The only thing Daryl Vaz say, the people will take it into consideration when him talk about a possibility a lockdown could be in the pipeline.
No, him said they might implement it.
And this lockdown we might talk about like a model like COVID, like in the time of COVID. This lockdown is not to preserve and save no gas. This lockdown is a strategy they might plan ahead because they know the people them gonna rise. So they want to lock down the place before that. If you have to tape, then can have it under control. I go and play something for you to listen and tell me what you get from it. Listen this.
But let me be blatantly, truthfully, upfront, in your face. The government of Jamaica cannot stomach $11.8 billion with all of what we have to do and the contending priorities. And anybody who tell you any different, I'm sure they will after this press conference. Rubbish. No government in a situation like this can sustain that. So my words to you, Jamaica, is definitively you are going to see increases as long as this continues. We will do what we can do, but it is important that you do what you need to do to understand that you need to conserve. Starting today, government is going to have to look at policies to limit movements, especially transportation movements. I don't know, Minister Dixon, I don't know whether...
Policy to restrict movements on a year. This to them attack, you know, nothing to do with no gas, nothing. Because they lie to the country, thief up the blood clot money, and them know say uprising is on the way. They know say a big island-wide uprising is on the way. So Andrew wants to try plan ahead for kind of lock down the country to see if they can have it under control and to see if they can prevent it from take place. That's how Andrew wants to plan. You know, have nothing to do with no aisle. But continue to listen to this conversation.
We are not go back to a COVID hybrid version of working from home, but it has to something happen.
Working from home, a COVID hybrid version of working from home.
Some put things in place that people them work from home.
When I hear this, remember me tell you, you know. Me tell you no. See them I can't tell you no, cause me did I tell you no. I wanna feel like I just chat my love con chat. See me I can't tell you no phone yourself. Remember me tell you say one lockdown is coming, you know. Me telling you say one more lockdown is coming. And this lockdown where I come now, the country depend its face. And the government have the resources that they get from the Melissa relief funds. And Jamaica is now the case study. So Andrew, listen, I'm going to see how long Jamaican people them can be hungry for. Oh no, fuck, we better try to go on fasting.
That's what happen because the level of traffic that I'm seeing on the road doesn't show me that anybody realizes that there's a war and the price of fuel and oil is just continuing to go up and up and up. So I'm sure that cabinet will deliberate and the government will come up with.
So me could never come out and burn out Donald Trump when he invade Venezuela. Because Venezuela could have helped on this time, no so? Eh? If Andrew Willis as the head of CARICOM, they tell blood clot Donald Trump say, "Bumble old clown. Where you are going with a fuckery? I'm in living in your backyard. I'm in remove no Cuban doctor from out of my country. I'm stand with Venezuela because Venezuela is an oil hub. We can sustain the country though. So Andrew Willis give us surety for unsurety, not true? And then them can talk about lockdown. Daryl Vaz and Andrew was going to lock down on mama. Go and lock down on ma.
Plans as to how to conserve, but it is 100% the responsibility of every Jamaican to realize that we are in a major crisis as it relates to the price of oil internationally. And therefore, you need to take responsibility for your household and your business to see what you can do. So, despite the global market volatility, Jamaica's energy security remains intact, supported by established finished product supply contracts and local refining capacity at Petrojam. So, it's not a matter of not being able to buy. It's the price. So there's no need to panic. I saw some footage on social media yesterday in Guyana. I don't know if anybody saw it.
We don't see it.
That there's a shortage and a run on the gas stations down there, etc. Panic. We are not in that at all. We are
Let me tell you
very,
something.
very clear as to
This is the movie start. The movie start. And everybody will line up themselves. Everything I put in place because they want to achieve their agenda. This war is just to achieve their agenda. The 2030 agenda. Everything about this war is to make 2030 agenda become a reality. Every blood clotting. Everybody will play them part. And the thing about this at all, Jeffrey Epstein have a lot of these people I do some crazy things. So everybody have to fall in line and play their role. And it is all a movie. To stage the world for the one world government, the one world religion and the one world currency and the new world order. This war is to bring in the new world order.
Yeah, get some breaking news there.
The new world order. This war is all about the new world order. Whatever them accounts say, don't follow fool and don't eat that. Because the 2030 agenda, it never change. The new world order agenda, it never change.
what we need to do to make sure that we have supply. It is a price, and of course, how we can work to minimize the increase on a weekly basis. Happy to say that out of the meeting this morning, there's a reduction. That's not a guarantee.
Hold on, break me for play something for that breaking news. And it's hot. What me for play?
Psalms 23 verse 5. Don't prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. God not gonna make you win in front of the world.
Listen to me.
Where they come from? Send it back, send it back.
Back to the sender.
Every evil arrow.
Back to the sender.
Anywhere he come from.
Back to the sender.
Send it, send it, send it back.
Back to the sender.
If a China.
Here's the field bad Williams. I resign. I make a run feet. When I hear the field favored Williams after her resignation.
Reverse the curse.
Field bad Williams want to resign.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the order.
The lockdown is coming.
Reverse the curse.
Uprising is coming.
Somebody
Hello. One day for now hear me. Failed bad Williams after resignation. I'm going to see if I can find her. For all who don't know who is Failed bad Williams. I say which part of Daryl was. Alright, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Let me find Failed bad Williams and show now. Let me find Failed bad Williams and show now. Partially. Partially. Failed bad Williams. She make a run for her money. Blood clot. Favor Williams is the Andrew when they set up her blood clot. She want hand in recognition now. Favor Williams, you're going nowhere. But you want to resign? Resign a blood clot, you're going nowhere. See ya? Feel bad Williams, you're going nowhere. Where you going? Let me find a better one. Let me find a better. Your hand in resignation. You think you can run, you can't blood clot with the one on you know? We want on we tell you say Andrew is going to set up a blood clot. Feel bad Williams. See ya? I did tell you say I'm find a better one. Whoa, I'm find a better one. I have a whole heap of them. I'm find a better one. See ya? See ya there? I want to find out they can get big out. I have them in a classroom and how they in a classroom. Seriously, the dirty rass, yeah. See her there? You know, you have to share hand in our resignation. I hope they accept it. Andrew, leg off a Faber William t-shirt, make sure go inform for your dirty blood clot. Then can't run away. Which way them are run go? They will not know them. Where they will never change their face. You no can't blood clot run go now. You not go change your face. You no think so you can't create problem in Jamaica. And run to a foreign country for refuge. There's no hiding place for the wicked. There's no hiding place for the wicked. Feel bad, Williams? You have to stay there and go down with the blood clot sinking ship. We did warn you. So you can tell me the truth, say Andrew is the finance minister and use and destroy, finish destroy you know. Because you destroy yourself as the education minister. And you lick head with Andrew Willis and make Andrew Willis finish destroy your dirty blood clot. Daryl, Mr. Big up yourself. Only a year say Feel Bad Williams want to resign. Only a year say Feel Bad Williams want to resign. Feel Bad Williams. I have one hand in a resignation. Because in find out say people are going to prison. Jamaica in our uprising and she don't want to in the mix. You get fucked. I'll fly green, they talk about life after politics. Life after politics. What happened to these mad people? We want to know, you know. Fly green, when you buy your seat, you collude with the people them in the night before the election and buy your seat. So the people them no turn out for Mirinda. Now Mirinda's your name. You buy your seat, put yourself in a problem. And I talk about life after politics. I think you need to figure out rehab because you must depend on drugs. You need to figure out rehab. You're going nowhere. You watch.
You're right.
Watch. Where not go? You not go nowhere. Daryl Vaz. The little lockdown when your Andrew is a planet now go work. Because this is uprising, you know, can't blood clot stop it. You think Andrew was thief in the election? Have so-called cliff views. Buy out the news media. I think that them can't stop the blood clot uprising. A hungry man is an angry man. Me never tell you no. We can't tell you listen to this guy. We are planning for runway. And you hear about Isle. I talk about a change mind. And the right thing here, blood clot, you don't figure no way. You don't figure no way, you know. The universe is working. We will continue this conversation.
Going forward, there's a reduction of 25 cents per litre on the last increase of the price, whatever the price was last week. That's not guaranteed. That's good that you have another chance to fill your tank at the current prices, less 25%. But that may change dramatically next week, bearing in mind that Petrojam has to buy and replenish their stocks on an ongoing basis at the market price. So, as I said, prices moved downwards this week, but the market conditions remain volatile given continued movement in the USGC benchmark. The government will continue to closely monitor international developments, maintain a balanced approach between affordability and sustainability, and take timely and measured decisions in the best interest of the Jamaican people. I hope that I have been clear, forthright, open, honest, transparent, with the people of Jamaica as it relates to this very frightening scenario that we face. May God bless Jamaica.
May God bless Jamaica.
I will do everything
may God bless Jamaica.
My cabinet colleagues will to make sure that normality remains despite the uncertainty and volatility of the market, in the world market.
That's your pick. Okay. So now clap too. Okay.
Thank you, Minister. That was quite sobering. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you to the team from Petrojam.
Yeah, this is Jezebel. Watch out now.
The ministry.
If the Prime Minister Mark Walling never keep a press conference yesterday, the opposition leader and journalist and his team wouldn't keep none today. If our Prime Minister Mark Walling didn't keep a press conference yesterday to update the people that put him in a parliament for run the country and the happenings of the pirate who hold on to millions of relief funds and don't want to give the people them, coming with PR stunts and feel that can help you know. Me tell you, son, you better start drink blood clot Red Bull. Because no amount of lockdown can stop this uprising. No amount of curfew, no about COVID type of lockdown. That can't save you, my friend. That cannot save you. I want to know if you hear this little harlot midget girl. This little midget girl. When head fever one time, grass light, and heavy rain come howty. Listen to this.
So we are going to open up for questions now, and everybody is fair game. And so we're going to start with the first question. Ms. Rangel, thank you.
And whatever them keep today, them only have 2 media hosts that have asked them question. Cliff Hughes and I suppose there was somebody from TVJ. Can I look like them by your TVJ now? Some people in the TVJ. So only 2 remember the government of the government, the so-called government, having a press conference. An important thing. And only have 2 media houses present to ask them the tough question where the nation need to hear. That is why I'm telling you, say, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Golin, held a press conference yesterday. Opposition leader Andrew Holness and him Cocker-Wolf shitbag them. Come with a dolly house. Gimmicks today. Things that we have time for show. This is not show time. This is serious time. Auntie, when you big up yourself, come and listen to some more of these mad people.
Hello? Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Mahiri Stewart, Nationwide News.
Mahiri Stewart,
the opposition did say yesterday that he doesn't believe the government has opened its coffers enough in terms of the roof program and believes that out of the $7 billion donated through multilaterals, more should be put towards the roof program. How do you respond?
What I can indicate is that from the
listen,
start,
this a bomb.
We have advised.
All right. And this a batty boy, you know. We know they have a criminal blood in a running on him, you know, because Pernell Charles' daughter, you know. Pernell Charles' daughter. I want to listen to Pernell Charles' daughter within lied self. Pernell Charles' daughter. Let me tell you this. On the day on way out of Parliament, whether you, Cliff Hughes, and Revo or Revo, whatever you want to call yourself, one believe it or no, you no wait of a blood clot Parliament. Because no amount of lockdown, no amount of curfew can't stop the surprising, you know. But just make you know. No amount of PR stunt cannot help you again, you know. But just make you know, you know. No amount of tell police we go in the street and shoot people. That can't help you again, you know. But just make you know. No amount of intimidation from the law enforcement cannot stop this uprising, you know. But just make you know. We will continue to listen some more of this clown, Pernell Charles' daughter.
Always said initial $10 billion allocation. That in and of itself is an indication that we anticipate more. So we have always projected for there to be more with the view of waiting until we get more data to analyze, to guide us exactly what it is will be needed to sufficiently satisfy the persons who have been impacted by Hurricane Melissa.
Thank you. Second question to Minister Vaz. We were having a discussion yesterday in terms of oil prices and how it's going to affect the Caribbean in general. And one aspect we spoke about was the oil needed to power the grid. And what we discussed was that because of the different types of fuel needed, whether it be natural gas or oil or even renewables, we're in a better position than other countries due to the mix of fuel. Would you say that that puts us at an advantage in times like these?
Absolutely, absolutely correct. The fact that you have a large supply of LNG that JPS uses puts us at that distinct advantage.
Bear in mind, this young guy, this fellow, work for Andrew Holness radio station. Just bear that in mind.
And more certainty. And of course, there's no interruption in that supply as it comes out of the United States. Also, we also, with JUTC, operate over 200 buses with CNG, which is a derivative of LNG. So again, our move to cleaner fuel is paying off. But yes, you are correct in relation to the point you raised about the grid, for sure.
Good morning, everyone. Kalisha Williams from Television Jamaica. So I have a few questions for Minister Charles, and then I have one for Mr. Vaz. Okay, sure. In light of what we're seeing in the Middle East, the tension, is there any consideration for added concessions for electric vehicles? I know in 2022 there was some concession that's expected to end next year. Can you say?
So there is already a policy for EVs of 10% duties. I think the fact of the matter is that you would see now that a lot of the dealers are now carrying EVs because obviously they have been able to get stock from the manufacturers based on the fact that we have a policy, because that was the issue before. They wouldn't export to a country that didn't have a electric vehicle policy. So yes, you will definitely see, and of course I encourage it, and I'm hoping to go to cabinet shortly with a policy position that the government must buy EVs, a mandate all ministries and agencies to start converting to EV for all new purchases of vehicles in Jamaica.
I know I said one question, but just to follow up to what you said at the end of your presentation, you are speaking about restricting movement. Is that something that you plan to go to cabinet with as well, similar to what we saw during the COVID-19 pandemic?
So it's preliminary, but the fact of the matter is that we as a government have a responsibility to put in frameworks to make sure that the people are able to conserve, but obviously very delicate in terms of how you do that, but we will have further discussions. But if this is going to continue, which it doesn't seem as if there's any immediate end to it, then the government has to take some decisions to be able to cauterize the consumption of fuel.
Okay. Just to note, there is no decision, so we don't have any story that says there is a decision.
She never, bomba clarity that mad girl. Daryl Vaz never saw them come to a decision. Instead them talk about that. Say, them that the direction them are looking at. He never saw them come to a conclusion yet. So you try for damage control over something when I need for damage control. That means you don't already plan this. If you are come with damage control for something where the man will say, you don't plan this or you don't plan for roll out this for the people them, because you don't know say the uprising will come, and you know you come tell the people them all up a lie. Desmond Mackenzie wants to see people are fucking at school. You tell one all up a lie. School tap no gone back, up a school no active, you don't make one up a press conference, PR business, and it now add up now it will come to reality say you not lied. You don't know Jamaica I go break out in an uprising. You don't know for sure. Based on what you do, because you know everything you do. You don't know say it will come to light. So you plan ahead at the uprising. You don't know. You don't know say a bigger uprising is coming. Based on the amount of lie Batman and journalists tell the people them. So we might talk about restrict movement because of the war are going with oil shortage and this fuckery. It don't have nothing to do with that. It have to do with the lie them we want to tell to the people them. I want to know the people them are going up, the people them are going rot.
To restrict movement, there is no such decision. Cabinet will be looking and monitoring, as Minister Vaz has said.
So you never,
Mr. Charles,
you never have to concern nothing more on that, be that mad blood clash at midget girl. You never have to come back and say nothing out of your style it, pretending to that. Daryl Vaz don't show your intention. With them are pray. You don't have to concern nothing more about that. You tell as much lie already. Move your dirty blood clot and go away.
Based on what we're seeing, especially in Westmoreland, people have been traveling long distances for the cash portion of the grants, so as far as St. James. Can you say how the ministry plans to address this? And the opposition, you alluded to it earlier, the opposition has called for the government to reopen the assessment of the roofs program so more people can benefit. Is the government considering that? And my final question for you, how exactly did the government arrive at the $10 billion for the roofs program with over $8 billion spent so far? Do you think it would be enough to cover the close to 100,000 people who applied to receive all the benefits? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Testing my memory today. Number one, we acknowledged that issue early out, and we have been working with the third-party partner who is in charge of expanding those locations, and they're the ones in charge of the redemption process. And we can announce that we have expanded locations. I gave a figure earlier. I think it was more than 70-odd locations now, moving from 20 or so in terms of opportunity for persons to redeem both the hardwares and for the cash redemption. So that those matters have in large part been resolved, and we are asking persons where there is any need or concerns to advise us so that we can continue to expand where necessary. The second issue relating now to the assessment.
Yeah,
right?
how you arrived by the $10 billion for the roofs program,
Yes. So I had said it earlier that at the time when we calculated for the 10 billion, we were over 60,000 household assessments completed.
I'm going to show now why it boils down to that. Let me look for the video. Let me look for the video. Let I look for that video. I get to reach there, so. I reach there, so. What the video there? What the video there? Where is that video? I have the video in like this. No, another one. I have the video in yeah.
Examined
more to listen to this.
Pre-built containerized modular solutions.
Listen to
and
the
we have
end,
settled in our minds that this is appropriate for the Jamaican situation that we now have.
This other PR
there are different types, different versions, and so I've met with the NHD and the NHD.
It's this a lie where Andrew wants to tell the people them. This is one of the lies I come back and bite him, you know. The liar. When I tell the people them, I come back and bite him because this when I talk about time out is Duppy's story. The only thing I know liar than Andrew is sure. And a matter of fact, I think Andrew is liar than sure. But listen, that video, I fix it up good, you know. Wanna listen? I put it together.
Has provided us with a solution that they are presently working on. At a later stage, we'll go into more details. But the plan is for, in the initial phase, for the NHD to purchase 5,000 container homes. And those will be, some of them will be for sale. So with a program with the NHD, you will be able to purchase. Some of them will be used to build housing schemes, which you can purchase. And a portion of them will be made available through social housing. The government itself will also be purchasing some of these containerized housing solutions, which will be made available through the social housing modality. So effectively, we have to do a rapid deployment of housing solutions. And the easiest way to do this is to use the containerized solutions. They do take some time to arrive in Jamaica.
Last year, he said this,
not the quantity.
From last year, he said this. Just bear that in mind.
We have met and discussed it. We have taken the policy decision that these can be used. And so the process of acquiring them through the procurement process
Everything I
they
say
have
is
been
a
given the
lie.
approval to move ahead with that.
And
So
that proves that BLM is in come out from all of them content.
You know, we are not going to get them here for Christmas. I just have to be frank with everybody.
You hear him blow down. We are not going to get them here for Christmas. Everything when say here so was a lie. And to prove to the people them say a BLI them can tell. So them a plan to lock down the country and that style about them a prevent them a try save pan gas. Listen to this.
Everybody. But we should start to see some coming in by late January.
Papa.
And those that come in initially, we are going to be looking at the worst cases assessed to make them available. For Christmas and for the initial stages, we're going to have to try to do the shelter repair kits, the heavy duty tarpaulins, and those kinds of solutions. In addition to the rebuilding, the actual putting on roofs and so forth, as much of that as we can in the coming weeks leading up to Christmas. But the containerized solution does take some time. The shipping is between 30 to 90 days, just that alone. Then there is some procurement. And, you know,
and I want to
listen,
touch on an area.
This is what bring them to come out with a comedy show today. To come add more light to the lie we didn't tell from last year. Wanna listen? Attile.
That from about November of last year, the government has signaled to the country that they will be providing some 5,000 container homes to individuals who have been affected in the hurricane. They have moved to tell us that those houses would be in the island by January. January came and gone. We heard in March that the houses would be here. It is now April. It is now April. My question to the Prime Minister and the Minister with responsibility for housing, where the house them there?
Ship like where
the house them there? Poor people in Culloden need the houses. Poor people in Petersfield need the houses. Poor people in Jericho need houses. We can't allow our brothers and sisters that we talk about, say we care about them, to be living in the deplorable conditions that they are in post-Hurricane Melissa. And then we make promises to deliver 5,000 houses, and all know we can't see one of those houses being delivered to the people based on the commitment of the government of Jamaica. I'm not talking about what other institutions have done.
No,
I'm not talking about what the private sector has done.
Yeah, we're not
I'm talking about the specific program that the government has said that they are going to be obtaining 5,000 container homes to deliver to the people of Jamaica that have been affected by Hurricane Melissa. We need to know where the house them there.
You will not receive a
Listen.
grant. We have said it before, but let me say it again. Not all persons who are assessed will receive a grant under roofs or under the shelter recovery program. Again, another point of contention that must be clarified.
The Prime Minister don't busy about Westmoreland, but he lose Westmoreland and Hanover. He no busy with nothing. That thing the people that will lose their house. If Old Harbour go up in response for it. Nowhere Westmoreland in come down here and don't do a thing. Look on the road them. Nothing are done to the road them. All about the whole island. Nothing are done to the road them. And the MP them down there, they don't have no funds to do it. They have to come from him. So why distribute the funds them and let the road go on.
He says the badly damaged roads pose a threat to taxi and business operators and other motorists. Community members feel forgotten.
Them vehicle fix today, tomorrow it pop down again. One road at Westmoreland. In the certain parish road, but
Pussy, come down. Take your blood. I never call your name. What do you mean more sheep don't need us? Through your sleep out of the day, everybody sleep out of the door with you. Take your ass and although stay. Thank you for being a fan here. Yeah man, share it to your friend them too. Share, I make sure say I share to your friend them too here. You can know we do things brawling over here. So share to your friend them and make them know say Talk Your Mind TV is active, brawling. And with this, who forget this? And we don't give a fuck. Fufa feeling one get hurt. So just spread the word. Talk Your Mind TV is live. More continue. I'm not make it, try to be in our mind. Just share it.
Westmoreland, from White House to Negril, from Hartford to Wiccan, and the surrounding area from Sablama to Grangeville, no road.
The residents used old furniture, appliances, tree trunks, and other large items to block several sections of the roadway, but the blockage was swiftly cleared by police officers. However, they hope their short-lived efforts will reap some positive results.
I lie, did I tell? So at that, make them come out with the hope and madness today. Saying, and may have something more for now. Listen to this.
Tell me 5 God Almighty months and the zinc still missing in the Brownstone market.
Every month in commercial we complain about the same thing over and over and over every month. No fixing. No, the storm come, we trying to blame the storm.
Remember this girl, I know. Redemption had Crystal Lee. Remember she not win her seat, you know. You think Crystal Lee could have beat Gabriela Morris? You know, feel said that girl, Crystal Lee, could have beat Gabriela. I buy Andrew by the seat gear. You think she could have beat Gabriela Morris, Crystal Lee when them run out of the market? That is why Crystal Lee no fix the market, you know. Calling the runner out of the blood clot market. So she carry vengeance for the people them who use the market. Dirty nasty Crystal Lee. True they run they say, take your ass, come out of the market. And go away. Go away from out of the market. When I remember when Angelo did a tour the market and they run them out. That is why for Melissa mash up the market, Crystal Lee cut her eye upon the market. That dirty fucker. See her on the screen. Dirty nasty Crystal Lee.
Councillor for the Brownstone Division, Kim Brown Lawrence, fired back, placing blame squarely on poor maintenance.
The drains need to be clean from top to bottom. The market is not being maintained. The market hardly wash, much less the drains are being cleaned. That's why we keep having recurring problems, my lady.
Councillor for the Dry Harbour Division, Carlton Ricketts, slamming his desk in visible frustration, painted a picture of neglect, decay, and indignity to vendors.
When you go in here, you see the cobweb. Up until now, there are missing zincs from hurricane. And we have been riding that. Go and come and you want to tell me 5 God Almighty months and the zinc still missing in the Brownstone market. Come on.
Back in Brownstown, vendors cope by rigging tarpaulins inside the market or wading through filthy water during hours. But Councillor Brown...
A shit a shower down in the market, you know. Shit water. A flood in Brownstone market. Shit water, you know. Shit water. Best believe.
And says the warning signs were there long before the latest flooding.
See that shit water ladder going in there.
We complain about the same thing over and over and over every month. No fixing. No, the storm come, we trying to blame the storm. We knew about this problem long before.
Wait, so I blame the storm. I don't know. I don't know. I have one local video I want to play, but I don't play it. I'm going to start with that one here. I start with this one here before I play that video there. Right there. That one there. Listen to this.
Fitzgerald guy, the former chairman, where Christopher Tufton put as the chairman of the board at the university hospital. Remember this same man where them a send come call now, Mr. Chai Chung. Remember Chai Chung ball out and make it absolutely clear say Fitzgerald was not fit and proper, you know. The CEO of the hospital. Me can't get the titles. Me not know, but whatever the case is, whoever used to run the hospital, he was deemed not fit and proper because Chai Chung called him out, and Christopher Tufton decides that the man must get the job. Christopher Tufton said that the man must get the job. Put him on the work. And now when everything a fall apart now, here we are, Jamaica, $40 billion. The man run the hospital right down to the ground. So, Fitzgerald is the CEO of the hospital that them sent on leave. You remember? Jamaica, we need Christopher Tufton to be brought before an inquiry. This no one on committee, this no one on PAC. This needs Christopher Tufton to be brought before an inquiry, a public inquiry, because somebody can't wicked so. Somebody can't wicked so. Mr. Chai Chung, see them a send come call back Chai Chung, yeah? I wait there, make us see if I can find it. See it here? Former University Hospital of the West Indies Board Chairman Chai Chung ready to face the PAC. If he come back, come ball out the things then because he would have said it before. He would have said it before that Fitzgerald was not fit and proper for the work. And because Fitzgerald is Christopher Tufton's big friend, Christopher Tufton put him in the work and see mash up you with it. You will mash up so till not even their own equipment university hospital can't bring in anymore. They have to be using third parties, such as Jaden, to alleviate the pressures at university or the hospital. And when then done, they want to ridicule Dennis Garden. When then done, they want to throw Dennis Garden and the other entities them under the bus. Christopher Tufton have to come out and we demand his resignation. Remember, I'm an MP, so nobody can tell him saying if he resign as MP. But we are calling on the Prime Minister to remove Dr. Christopher Tufton as the nation's health minister. He is an absolute failure and a criminal and a disgrace. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, my people? Can you imagine? Where is Fitzgerald? You would have created this mess. And if you don't realize what take place, Christopher Tufton has shield him. Hence the reason why them send him on leave. Paid leave. Because this man was sit down in the PAC meeting and say I'm acting chairman or acting CEO. Whatever I'm do up at you, we don't know. He has no clue. But because Christopher Tufton and Fitzgerald are big friend, they send him gone pan leave. So he can do one side now and put in script together if he come tell the nation all I know one cuss bad word. Can you imagine, Jamaica? The man was warned. Christopher Tufton was warned. Oh, remember when I broke the story where the lady came from England because the position was there to be filled. And when the woman come, The woman say Christopher Tufton and all of who work a health ministry, permanent secretary, the whole of them when the woman sit down for do the interview with them, fi turn around the university hospital, a pay cold shoulder the woman a get. Who no remember when me break the story Jamaica, Christopher Tufton cold shoulder the woman who was well qualified for the job, all because Christopher Tufton want give friend Fitzgerald the big work. And look what Fitzgerald do, fuck up the university hospital and now gone pan paid leave. And want control Jack then and others under the bus. We demand the Prime Minister this afternoon to ask Christopher Tufton to tender his resignation as the nation's health minister. We cannot continue like this. I remember the story. When the university or the hospital wanted a CEO up there, for whatever reason, and the position was available, a lady left, see the position and apply for it. Well qualified woman who flew in from the UK, and the woman come, left France so far to come and help we turn around the university hospital. And when she went to the meeting, when she went to the interview, a pay cold shoulder Christopher Tufton. And what Christopher Tufton did, you know, remember as ministries, you have to create the environment for procurement. So if a position is available, you can't just handpick somebody and put them in the job. You have to interview several persons and the more suitable candidate get the position. But Christopher Tufton only make it seems like he was open to the idea of bringing in somebody for the position, but he don't make up his mind to give the position to Fitzgerald. Hence the reason why when the woman come to do the interview, I pay a cold shoulder them, a cold shoulder the woman, and the woman just pack up her dulcimina and come out of the meeting and gone back to England. And that was what Christopher Tufton wanted, because he would have handpicked his friend who was not qualified. Hence the reason why Choi Chung ball out. Choi Chung, who was the former CEO at University Hospital, the man come say that Fitzgerald is not qualified for the work. But because Fitzgerald and Christopher Tufton are good friends, Christopher Tufton, you have answers to give the people. You have answers to give to the people of Jamaica this afternoon. And I am calling on the Prime Minister. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how Christopher Tufton run down the university hospital? Things are so bad up there when not even their own tax exemption pan goods and materials and machine then can't bring in pan their own. Them have to call pan third parties like Jack then for help the university. Can you imagine Christopher Tufton sit down there and have 26 dialysis machine up a university hospital and over 17 of them plug out and turn in a one corner not working. And nobody at the university hospital, whether they on the board or take the ministry, nobody couldn't write to the ministry and say, boss, 17 of the 26 dialysis machine not working, you know. This a minister you no care about health care. This a minister of health no care. Hence the reason why places like Jack then had to intervene, because the volume of patients who were seeking the assistance to get them dialysis treatment, the machine them up there now work. So poor Yui have to reach out to these third party entities to see what they can do to help alleviate the burdens. And now that's Jack Den and Dennis Garden intervene. They want to control him under the bus and make it look like he do something wrong. Christopher Tufton is the one that created the loophole for this mess. Because had it not been him put Fitzgerald up there to run the university in Big Friend, we wouldn't dare so today be here. If they would have listened, right, and allowed the woman we left from the UK, we have the experience, and a decency and the honesty within her to lead that university hospital, we would not have been here. But Christopher Tufton met the woman left France so far in Europe and come to Jamaica for interview and then sit down and a peer cold shoulder every little recommendation the woman give. Christopher Tufton brush off the woman. He wouldn't even have a dialogue with the woman, engage the woman, and him at the health minister. All because what? Him already having big friend when he want to give the position. And the woman said she was not having it. They weren't welcoming. They weren't hospitable. And the woman pack up her dulcimine and go back to England where she come from. And that was how the opportunity was given to Fitzgerald. Christopher Tufton created the loophole for that to happen. And that is the reason why we are here this afternoon, Jamaica. $40 billion university hospital who under Christopher Tufton. And tell me if you, the average poor, we have a little small business, can who the government want $10,000, they want lock down your business. Under Christopher Tufton, one entity that he is responsible for over 40 billion in taxes. Tell me if something can go so. Tell me if something can go so. We demand nothing less than the resignation of Christopher Tufton from the health ministry. We need another health minister. You have other doctors, them. We can oversee the portfolio. Too much mess, man. Too much mess under Christopher Tufton. Can you imagine, my people? Can you imagine? But you will be hearing more on this matter, because if Uno Labour right feel like so we now good on in the tragedy, wanna come tell the people them this man and you make a sad mistake.
That me and the country showing a lot down already. Anyway, we're moving on. You know done this, so we continue. Continue.
And you have to reach out to third parties such as our Jatden, so that Jatden can help out the hospital. And now when time shit hit the fan, you no want come throw the entities them under the bus, you no have to lay the blame squarely at the feet of the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton. And I've been saying it all along. No care how Christopher Tufton wiggle out and try to wiggle out him, he cannot wiggle out himself out of it. They have been caught once again. Kamiana. They have been caught once again. Make we play it again, because the people must hear it from top to bottom.
Items on its own behalf.
No, Mr. Man, I was a little distracted by some...
Use of the tax exemption. Does that prevent the university hospital?
We had a TCC, and but it has been several years.
So, we understand. Without a TCC, does that prevent the university hospital, for example, for importing items on its own behalf?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So would that give rise to the use of the tax exempt status to be provided to third-party companies to import items on behalf of the university hospital?
My apologies, Mr. Chairman. I was a little distracted by some...
Members, please.
But if you can repeat your question,
my question is, without a TCC, can the University Hospital of the West Indies import items on its own behalf?
No, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so it is very important to find out how long been provided to it has been operated.
So you see that? University of the Hospital of the West Indies mash up. Not even machinery and equipment the university can bring in on their own anymore. That is what Dr. Christopher Tufton has created. The man said absolutely no. The University of the Hospital cannot bring in anything in the country without the TCC certificate. The tax compliance certificate has been missing for years, and the university the West Indies have to reach out to third party health systems, such as Jatden and the others, to help them to bear the need of the people at the university hospital. And now they want to throw Jatden and the other entities them under the bus, when they in the Ministry of Health under Dr. Christopher Tufton are the ones that created the loophole in this system. It gets worse, Jamaica. Listen here.
Without the TCC. And my follow-up question is, given that you are unable to import items on your own behalf, would that give rise to the use of the tax-exempt status being provided to third-party companies to bring items in on behalf of the university hospital?
No, it should not.
It should not.
Under no circumstances should the hospital use its tax exemption certificate to import items for any party, third party, even another ministry or anything. It must only be solely based on the requirement. It is supposed to be only for the use of the hospital and items purchased by the hospital.
Psalms 23 verse 5. Don't prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. God not gonna make you win in front of the wall of them.
But where they come from, send it back, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Reverse the curse.
When I tell you,
reverse the curse.
Hello. Make we go on some more.
Who gave that authority? This is the reason why the PAC sent call back the farmer chairman. Who gave them the authority for us to see the rise of third parties using the tax exemption from UWI? Because somebody must give them the authority. Who gave them the directives to do these things? We have to give thanks to the PNP in a time like this. We have to give thanks for the People's National Party for a time like this, to unravel the truth where take place in the country. Mighty God of Daniel.
Alright, how long has the hospital been using the TCC of the private wing of the UHWIFO?
As I said, Mr. Chair, I'm unable to say how long. It has been several years. I can get that date for you. And
yes, that's important.
And I can also, as I said, I will do that.
Okay. Member Corporate Finland.
Mighty God, Jamaica, it exposed. It has now been exposed, Jamaica. Well, I don't think I hear nothing yet. Let me. I don't realize that Christopher Tufton show the man under the bus we come out and explain to matters where him no know about. That is exactly what transpired here in Jamaica. What the Minister of Health has done to this man is wrong. The man is new to the chair, to the board, you know. You have a former chairman, hence the reason why this don't make no sense. Hence the reason why them send call back the former chairman, you know, because all of this mess took place while this man was there as the chairman, you know. But what Christopher Tufton did was to provide, send home the man who has been there. And him forced the man to come out of the board, you know, who has been there for years.
I say, this come like it's a joke parliament because this man have the answer for nothing at all. So why them care him coming to the parliament, come question him? That is why I'm so upset the other night, you know. Come and say, this man, this is a joke. This man have no answer to give them. So why them I bring him come? Bring the man with the dead. So he can expose the things that will happen.
Replace this man, with Mr. Hussein and him as the acting CEO. So if him they act as the acting CEO, why you have this man they pan leave so long? So you they pay this up farmer Mania, and you are pay the acting CE. So what him a act for? Why you not just give him the job? Something fishy is happening, and it is clear that the blame, the common denominator, is Dr. Christopher Tufton. But Jamaica, I want you to listen to the member for Southwest Clarendon. Where is Mr. Fitzgerald? I want you to listen to what Mr. Luton Cousins had to say, Jamaica. Because you think you hear nothing yet to not listen this.
It's quite interesting, Chairman, when you consider that UWE was utilizing the tax compliance certificate of the private wing of the hospital. For a number of years it appears. In fact, many of the items that were brought in using the tax exemption status were resold to UWE. And I'm now wondering, and I don't know if I can get some clarity, whether or not it was the absence of that tax compliance certificate, right? And the fact that you couldn't get it in through UWE's TCC, the private wing's TCC, that you had to go this route. And it just shows how dangerous it is when you have entities in Jamaica, you have a lot of private persons who now are dragged before the court because them who are a little bit of tax compared to UWE. And we're sitting here talking about $40 billion in taxes. As if it is nothing. So, was it the absence of this tax compliance certificate? No. Remember, don't do that.
Answer question.
Have respect, man. Don't do that.
Answer question.
That, and it's a very important question. Because now, hearing that there was no TCC, it causes me to wonder if this is a loophole or a lacuna that was employed by UWE to import items, and now when these individuals and their companies are called into question, they're being thrown underneath the bus. So, is it a case where because of the absence of the TCC, UWE engaged these companies, and then that would explain why you had a buyback at 10 times at what they was imported?
Yeah, 10 times.
And it is documented here, so remember you need to consult the findings.
It's not a buyback.
So there was a buyback of crockery. Remember? And you have 4 companies, not just one. And we don't know whether or not any of the other 4 have anything to do with members in this house. So I don't know why we're zoning in on one. And the one in question of the 4 did not make any attempt, and you can confirm, to sell back anything to UWE.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth, yeah again. Jamaica people.
Let me see, man. Big up yourself.
I don't know what the opposition is waiting on, you know. But we demand immediate resignation of the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton. What me say a while ago? Me say the people of Jamaica must demand the immediate resignation of Dr. Christopher Tufton as the Minister of Health. Mr. Luton Cousins just explain it in layman's term. Could it be that this problem, this loophole was intentionally created by the University of the West Indies Hospital, deliberately because them see a loophole how to make money? Jamaica, the opposition this afternoon no make the week done. Today I want a Wednesday, only no make the week done. And the PNP no show out and demand the immediate, no questions asked, We demand the immediate resignation of Dr. Christopher Tufton and how he handled the Ministry of Health portfolio. You cannot separate yourself.
Uprising is coming.
University Hospital is one of the largest hospital in Jamaica. So that means Christopher Tufton have a say in the matter. We demand nothing less than the absolute total resignation for the member who has responsibility for health. $40 billion in taxes owed. And now, what Christopher Tufton did was to throw this acting CEO under the bus, while the culprit is made to go and leave. Because who? What? The culprit have secret? So no send him pan leave so he can go out there now go sharpen up himself. He come back to the PSC meeting with some lies to tell the country. And me want to ask the question this afternoon. After all of these revelations, thank God for the few PNP members we sit down on the PAC committee, because it all boils down, Jamaica, that it is the Minister of Health and the Ministry of Health that created these loopholes for them friends and Kumbolo to be benefiting. And what they did now is, just in case they get caught, them have these three entities to throw under the bus and blame them, when the blame should be laid squarely at the feet of Dr. Christopher Tufton. Had it been that Christopher Tufton would have listened to the expert, they warned Christopher Tufton that this Fitzgerald man, he's up to no good. The man not qualified. Do not give him the work. And they didn't listen to the expert. The one expert we left from Europe to come do the work. Christopher Tufton bantan the woman, cold shoulder the woman. The woman left to come at the little interview, and she said, "Fran, she enter." Cold shoulder she a get from Tufton. Christopher Tufton wouldn't even engage her, and she the health minister saying one betterment for the university hospital. The woman said she couldn't take it anymore. She could sense the hate within the meeting. All because Christopher Tufton want to handpick his friend Fitzgerald and give him the position. Well, see Fitzgerald get it there and fuck it up. One I go tell the people them say, see Fitzgerald fuck up the university hospital and you send him pa leave. Because you want to protect him. Well, he rather than think no, Christopher Tufton. So me no understand how you go wiggle yourself out of this. And based on what me see circulating in the media, and one big stinking sore, them a class you as Christopher. To see it here in front of you, a stinking sore at the University Hospital of the West Indies, as $40 billion in taxes owed, because Christopher Tufton and the Ministry of Health created a loophole for businesses and entities to use University Hospital tax exemption for bringing things in the country for little and nothing. Who is benefiting from this mess? Who is benefiting from this mess? And as I wrap up this topic, Jamaica, I want you to listen to what Member Luton Cousins had to say on the matter. Listen to what Luton Cousins boils it down to. Listen to this.
It's quite interesting, Chairman, when you consider that UWI was utilizing the tax compliance certificate of the private wing of the hospital. For a number of years, it appears. In fact, many of the items that were brought in using the tax exemption status were resold to UWI. And I'm now wondering, and I don't know if I can get some clarity, whether or not it was the absence of that tax compliance certificate Right? And the fact that you couldn't get it in through you is TCC, the private things, TCC, that you had to go this route. And it just shows how dangerous it is when you have entities in Jamaica, you have a lot of private persons who now are dragged before the court because them who are a little bit of tax compared to you. And we're sitting here talking about $40 billion in taxes. As if it is nothing. So, was it the absence of this tax compliance certificate?
Forget about this government.
Remember,
Forget about this people.
answer question. Have respect, man. Under that.
Answer question.
That, and it's a very important question. And it's a very important question. Because now, hearing that there was no TCC, it causes me to wonder if this is a loophole or a lacuna that was employed by you to import items, and now when these individuals and their companies are called into question, they're being thrown underneath the bus. So, is it a case where because of the absence of the TCC, you will engage these companies, and then that would explain why you had a buyback at 10 times at what they was imported?
Yeah, man, 10 times.
And it is documented here, so remember you need to consult the findings.
It's not a buyback.
So there was a buyback of crockery. Remember? And you have 4 companies, not just one. And we don't know whether or not any of the other 4 have anything to do with members in this house. So I don't know why we're zoning in on one. And the one in question of the 4 did not make any attempt, and you can confirm, to sell back anything to you.
Christ Redeemer and friend. Christ Redeemer and friend. That is the voice of the honorable member for Southwest Clarendon. Lord, them love him down there. Son, I go burn you. Son, I go dry you in that they see the Luton. No, sir. The man opened up the whole of Jamaica headspace this afternoon. The man said it is as a result of the university hospital not having them tax compliance certificate that shows the what you call it now, give the opportunity for you to approach third parties to help the hospital bring in machines in this country. What a mess Christopher Tufton put the nation in. Can you have to blame him? Because he was warned who this Fitzgerald is. Totally unqualified. But because I am friend, him put him in a position. And so Jamaica, we are here this afternoon. Nothing less than the resignation of Christopher Tufton as the island's health minister. Moving on. So this morning, the Jamaica Labour Party put on a press conference. Remember me telling you, say the PNP around the country, you know, because if the PNP never put on press conference and update the country, the state at which the nation is in, then we wouldn't have the Jamaica Labour Party run out this morning to rebut. And to make things worse, this woman was the Minister of Education. I literally heard her said it about 5 times in the press conference. Oh, the press conference, we are happy to welcome the Minister of Labour and Social Security who is here with us and not in Finland. And then she go on, and then she say, so we want to welcome the Minister in person who is not in Finland but here with us. And then she go on again, this woman, Dana Morris Dixon. But she never hear yesterday MP Andrea Perkis for Eastern Hanover said none out of the 3 high schools in Eastern Hanover is ready to host the students them. Not a farmer fix up, not due to the schools them, but she come out this morning 3 and 4 times. So me want to know if a lie Dr. Brown-Burke did a tell when she say Colonel Charles was in Finland. He never there Finland. Whatever the itinerary is, and he make it back in time for because he wasn't at Parliament well. Even if he come at Parliament, we not see him. But all we know, they took the opportunity to take a photograph with him and Dr. Angela Brown-Burke. These are the things that the Labour Party continue to major in, while the country is in shambles. So they decide now, Jamaica, to send out a photograph of Dr. Angela Brown-Burke taking a picture with Colonel Charles Jr. But the question we want to ask, weren't Colonel Charles in Finland? Because them make it look like a lie. Them are telling her, okay, maybe the time difference, and she thought that the man was still in Finland when his flight was probably in the air on his way to Jamaica. But it's like them want to make a mountain out of a mold when the serious matter, Jamaica, is that the roofs program. The roofs program is a total scam. I'm not sure if you guys heard, but the minister spoke, continue to major in the minor while the people them are suffer. Them went out on a limb to prove that Colonel Charles make it back in time for Parliament yesterday. Went out of them way. But the meat of the matter, when them fi talk about an address, them clueless. Well, Jamaica, the country in a trouble because for those of you who sit down and so no get assessment and a wait pan them, Colonel Charles Jr. come out this morning come say, not all of you will get assessed. The assessment team will pass through on not getting any assistance. That is the reality. And when I heard him this morning, I had to shake my head. But because I not tell no lie on the Labour Party, I want to listen to the Minister of Labour and Social Security this morning and what he has to say about the roofs program. Listen carefully, Jamaica, because I don't want to say a lie we are tell pandem over here. Not true. Yes, man, we don't want them to say it's propaganda and lies we are share over here. So let me just play that clip for you so you can hear it in real time, Jamaica. This is an absolute disgrace. Listen to the Minister of Labour and Social Security, Colonel Charles. Come telling us, say, some of you we get assessment. If you fix no house stop, nobody go get no help. Listen to the minister. It's an absolute disgrace.
You will not receive a benefit. We have said it before, but let me say it again. Not all persons who are assessed will receive a grant under roofs or under the shelter recovery program. Again, another point of contention that must be clarified.
I wonder if I hear what the man said a while ago. I wonder if the country really hear what Colonel Charles just tell them a while ago. Me play it again.
You will not receive a benefit. We have said it before, but let me say it again. Not all persons who are assessed will receive a grant under roofs or under the shelter recovery program. Again, another point of contention that must be clarified.
The voice of Colonel Charles Jr., who has the responsibility for the roofs program. Yes, He made it clear this morning, not all who were assessed will get the help. So wanna go on and take people information for update on the NARA system. Put the people them in a system where they never look here now. As Andre Stevens would say, be prepared.
But remember me they tell the people them in a Westmoreland say, don't give the government no ID. Because this for them a come around, you just put on in a NIDS. All Andrew wants to do one for do, have to put on in a NIDS, get on the information for put on in a NIDS. All of that are just to put in a NIDS. The agenda is to give everybody in a Westmoreland who are St. Elizabeth, all of this place will get affected. These are the places where them target. Because remember, them try to give people them the NIDS whole heap of time and it not work. So them are forced it from the people them now. So when them take the people them information as NIDS, straight NIDS, the agenda was to give the people them NIDS, trick them, get their information and enroll them in a NIDS.
For what is to come and for what
Tell
is
the
to
people
come,
them say, watch this. Don't give them no. You remember one time the virgin from Petersfield come out and say, one time I give them the food, them I ask for them ID. I did the same needs agenda. The same needs agenda. So them say, alright, we're gonna trick them. And we're gonna get to a whole heap of them in a need. So when you see them I take a beer with them, we see people line up and I collect must if the look change with them that give them is just to give them information. All of these outlets where them create in the affected era. Because remember, this Melissa who come to Jamaica, it's by design. And by force, they want to put on the needs for the people them by force.
So once again, Jamaica, the propaganda, the misinformation and the lies is the hallmark of the Jamaica Labour Party. Me make you listen it again. Labour rights, you listen to what the minister say.
You will not receive a benefit. We have said it before, but let me say it again. Not all persons who are assessed will receive a grant under roofs or under the shelter recovery program. Again, another point of contention that must be clarified.
So he would have clarified it for us this morning. And he said, let me repeat it, not all who were assessed for the roofs program will get any benefit. But yet still 10 billion spent on the roof program. And when you look and Joanne put out NARA, and Joanne put out NARA, and to how me see things are go with NARA, and to how things are go with this roofs program, there is nobody to sit on a board to see exactly how this money was spent. Remember, that's why Andrea pushed the NARA, because if you listen to them, NARA is the biggest single-handed entity that will spend the largest sum of money this country has ever seen before, over 6 billion US dollars. And you want to hurry up and pass the NARA legislation, because why? Him want formulating team, so there is no oversight. So money from that $6 billion can start circulate, and if the people them forget this $6 billion, him talk some yes one talk some this so, but it will not happen under Mark Jefferson Golding. It will not happen under Mark Jefferson Golding. Can you imagine? $10 billion done, and I know people no get assessed. I know Nobody no get a sheet of zinc, but the $10 billion done. And this man is going to have the audacity to tell the people of this country this afternoon, say not all of you who were assessed will get the benefits. So why not go assess them for? The fact so no go assess them and not say they want the help and their house stop gone. Means say them deserving. Where them a go get it from to fix back their own house? Look the amount of money overseas, money the Labour Party get. And you mean to tell me, say they have nothing to show for it this afternoon? Listen to the minister. And no me say it, the minister say, no we get assessed and all I no go get no help. They only want grown and do the assessment and take on a name, take on a number, take on a TRN and no NIS and every nabble grabble about uno so they can use it update their NARA system. It look like uno no see what they go on in the country. Uno no realize that the Jamaica Labour Party since the last term them are...
They're right. Remember me tell the people them you know. I tell them say they don't give government the information, the ID. Don't give government the ID because a NIDS are the agenda of the day. NIDS are the agenda of the day. When promise the people them when serve and we do everything in our power with every blood, when every sweat we have to get them job done. You remember? NIDS. The agenda is NIDS. The agenda is NIDS. And then get a lot of people information. That is why they come out and attack so. And them know so the uprising will come because the people them eye go up in. And she said, blood clot. With the vlogger them with attack, and she say true. And them know so the uprising will come. That is why you hear Daryl Vaz out about a lockdown type of style like in the COVID. Because them know so the pot a boil. There's a pot a them know so the pot a boil. Daryl Vaz them know so the pot a boil, my viewers and subscribers. That is why I say them a think about lockdown. Because the agenda was to get as much people they can get in this NIDS system. But I want to listen some more. But why the people them in Westmoreland, Mr. Don't make the government chicken no. They don't love no like that. And the first, you see, them stupid, you know, then fool you know, because then they should have see how they deal with the care package system. Then see how the government deal. I said, but they don't like the government love we. So though all of us know then those hatter come so they want information because we all get grant. I'm tell the people them so don't fall for this blood clot Anansi story. And like majority of the people them in Westmoreland, Moby, and St. Elizabeth already in a NIDS, already have NIDS. And there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. So these people are going to be a slave to the blood clot system and the NIDS. These people are going to be the experiment. A whole heap of people then get into this system, you know. Whole heap of people then get into this system now because few people want help. A lot of people get the government the information and then just enroll it in a NIDS. Whole heap of Jamaican get enrolled in a NIDS and don't know.
So them are going to do all that they can to sabotage UNO. Because they realize that the people fed up and done with them. No more help now go reach nowhere. The $10 billion dry up and done and the people them still a look for the assistance. Well, hearing sound not getting it. Listen to UNO minister.
You will not receive a benefit. We have said it before, but let me say it again. Not all persons who are assessed will receive a grant under roofs or under the shelter recovery program. Again, another point of contention that must be clarified.
Another point of contention that must be clarified. Well, one more clarity you know want this afternoon. One more clarity than that you know want. Uno bitch. Uno dirty. Me only sorry say the comrades them have to suffer in it, you know, because me know they show out and then come out. Change. But a shame on the majority of you who put the Labour Party back into power. Shame.
I free me a freestyle now, Daryl, because the damage has already done, you know. I free me a freestyle. I tell you, the damage has already done. Because the people them so stupid and feel like say, everything are politics, like everything we are dealing with is politics. It is not politics. That is just the reality. It is not politics. But because the ego and show them things the election still a keep and feel like say election politics we are dealing with now. This is not, mama to tell them say, and this is not have nothing to do with no election. This have nothing to do with who no pick which side on the depend. But they tell them not listen. Somebody just a freestyle look at the damage has already done. And Jones get as much people in this NIDS. And remember Perennial Charles is the one who did push NIDS from Beryl. Remember from Beryl, Perennial Charles say them things say NIDS are the right way for going on. And we want the people them about NIDS in a Beryl and it never work. And they say alright, we have to give them our next hurricane. Because by the hook or the crook, they have to get this NIDS. Because we are dependent on the Jamaican them slave in order to can keep our thing going. So our enemies necessarily we have to force these people under our control, whether they like it or not. I'm going to say people in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth and Moby, don't give the government no ID, don't give them no information because you're not free. You're not going to sign up in something you can't come out of back. And some people hear me talk and feel like those chattings.
And the majority of us who turn a blind eye, how when you see the wrongs, when you put back the Labour in power, all because when you get one bag of flour or one pound of sugar from no councillor or no MP. When you don't think about the greater good, when you don't put no country above yourself, when you put party above yourself. When is a national disgrace. Uno is a national disgrace and shame on somehow no it.
You see in a COVID, I go through a spiritual awakening in a COVID lockdown. Like it come like, you know, in time, you know the thing where them use in an emergency room, where them rub it together and put it on and bring it back to life. It come like COVID or that thing there. To me, COVID, like when my brain start function the way it's supposed to function. So I see the things that I'm supposed to see. COVID opened my eye to the matrix. And from that, they never go back. Like, look, like, remember in everything, display. The truckers, them in Canada, protest because them say they're not depend, this way them depend. But we just intruder though. Lock down the truckers, them account. They could not access their money. They couldn't withdraw no money. Because them never deal with Justin Trudeau deal with in Canada. And if like this all of the signs them dead. All of the signs them dead. The truckers them say, you know remember when the truckers them that protest in Canada? And how much people send, how much money go give them? And what happened? Them pass some law in Canada and freeze the truckers them account. Freeze their account and couldn't access their money. How you think that possible? Because they do digital transaction. They have digital transaction, all of the money there. So one of the things say, when Andrew is enrolled, hold on in a NIDS. Saying, and depends on how much percent of Jamaica him trick and put in all these things. And can just, alright, this is the new way. Because the portion when I take it is the minority. And the portion I take it is the majority. The portion of people where I'm get to trick through this Melissa for enroll them in a NIDS. Suppose them are the majority. And who decides to them now want is the minority. And then can come in a parliament and say, all right, this is what we're going to do because this amount of Jamaican decide say them accept this thing and then them pass them bill in a parliament and then the people, the local minority won't accept it now, I go suffer because a large amount of percent of Jamaican people get tricked to take this thing because they don't listen to the warning. And then everything just bust out. Everything we are talking about on social media bust out. And on this side, so I go uprise against Andrew. You can't go do it because if you don't do it, you can just switch off on the money and that style. Manipulate with things on that style. Remember Kevin Smith just telling you, you know. And I'm finished play this. And then I go play with Kevin Smith say again.
Now no yard election morning. And I talk about who no vote, who no. Some of you shut no mouth on the internet when you vote. Some of you sit down on no yard and decide say on a now go vote. Why not come and make people hear on no voice for? No now no when no vote no supposed to have no voice. No now no we turn on no yard election morning. All people are begging to beseech, turning at the line, it is a strategy. They want to frustrate you so that you no walk out and go on the yard and no vote. You no sit down there on the yard and make the Labour Party frustrate you. Well, you no have it to deal with another third term. Yeah. God help those who can help themselves, because we did tell you. It's just a pity that there's so much PNP constituency damage. But if you don't think the PNP now no sense, we see what they want. And we say we don't sabotage the MP them. We see clearly. But Jamaicans will judge you guys openly and publicly. Did you guys heard what Colonel Charles went on to say about how many individual rooftoping probably would have fixed? And on you hear the big disgrace by social media Jamaica. In a them press conference this morning, I give one figure when nobody no know about them. Have to say, hey sir, no, it wrong. When you look on your phone, you want to see the man, you know. But how information and in website are update every day it's been updated. When did this grace drop on him? Hear him? Oh, it probably my phone is still probably in Finland time zone. Dirty, worthless people them. When they are caught in a megawatt lie and the disinformation and the propaganda and the lies and misinformation, when he engulf them and then shame, I saw them a run to the hill for rescue. I saw them a run to the hill for rescue. Can you imagine Jamaica? Listen to the man. Listen to him.
Why? One benefit per household. Suppose I've lost everything. Well, let me tell you why. Because you have, remember, 113,234 households assessed. It's a lot of people to help. Sorry, 113, you know my item bad. What is wrong with you? Go again? 565. Let me teleport over to you a second. 113,565 real-time updates. So, you tell me my own is... Okay. This phone is on Finland settings. My apologies. I'm going to fix it.
You hear that a while ago, Jamaica? The minister publicly apologizes for putting out wrong information in the press. Big shame and disgrace in the Labour Party. Colonel Charles Jr. So the papa, so the son, so the sister and grandpa, the whole generation of them. And at them put back to lead the country. At them put back to lead the country. Me say when I hear the man I apologize to the misinformation, I say, Kuya, Kuya, it was an embarrassing moment. And so I am asking all of you who are listening. I would have posted 2 videos before I came on. And Me see them a get national attention, you know, so me they ask you know, do me a ask, me want all of you come off of the live now and go on the Dre Brian page. Go on me page itself and wanna see the last 2 videos when me post, wanna go over there, go like them and share them. No, me a wait. Me want the whole of you come off of the live right now and go on me page. Go on me not saying another word. Stop lockdown. When me say lockdown, me mean like we have to go start take the jails. And I am not surprised we have the Jamaica Labour Party in governance. So nothing surprises me. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but the outgoing member for West Portland, Daryl Vaz, at the press conference this morning, said Jamaica in a serious trouble. Him finally come out and tell we say our energy levels are low and him no know what go happen. But him have to go to the parliament to see if him then can put legislation in place to put some of us under lockdown because we have to go start conserve and on gas not there and the price of gas days. Remember Mark Golding did a talk about the edge pan gas, you know. These people remove the edge, still a collect the tax and instead they save that money for rainy day like now. Them have the edge tax money as squander. Well, see we back is against the wall and we no produce oil and we no dig and find the oil yet. And Daryl finally a come out now can admit it. Say our energy levels are low and so he's going to ask the parliament to put us back under a lockdown. When me say lockdown, me mean like we have to go start take the JUTC them and park with car because the government say they cannot afford the oil anymore. That is the sad reality in Jamaica. Outgoing MP Daryl Vaz proposes transportation movement limits. I don't want to know if you say a lie, me I tell. For those of you who guys who never hear it this morning, make us see if I have the clip. Make us see if I have the clip so you can hear Daryl Vaz. I am not surprised because this is a shame and disgrace. Shame and disgrace. Listen to Daryl Vaz, Jamaica. Listen to the member.
This is serious.
Listen,
You need to conserve. Starting today. Government is going to have to look at policies to limit movements.
Remember, you know,
especially transportation movement.
I first just this man after in Ghana and hiding for how long, you know. Till the matter about resign till we hear saying now, but I resign through the aisle, you know. Now I come dictate. I can't dictate. You stink like shit. Me not ask the chat you know, man. I don't know. Eh? Fucking bright. I can't dictate. Eh? I can't dictate. Anyway, hear what the general has say.
Government, why are you so wicked? The residents of Westmoreland are still suffering.
You ever notice when them are growing and them are doing numeration, you know? Yeah, them are numerate people. Alright, them come, them verify where you live. Them take up them census. Them give one little piece of card named ID. And where you live, them put it on it as your address. And them say the ID is legal. You can use that ID to carry out any government activities. Any activities at all, not only government, but any activities that is legal. You can use your ID. Right? But yet still, when the man ready to get some help, from which part you go and put on the ID panic card and give him 18 Barbican Avenue. You put on 80 Barbican Avenue, pan him ID. And when the man ready and need some help from you, tell you say him house blow down or fire burn him out. That is the time when you are going to try, if you verify if where the man live, if he were legally placed there, if the land belongs to him, And if none of them question there, if none of the above question, him can't be able to give you an answer correctly, then you tell him, say, you can't help him because when they deliver capture and capture. So if the man capture them, why in the first place, before you give him the ID, with the people them address on it, where him they not belongs to him, he not get no permission to live there? Why in the first place you give him an ID? You give him an ID because you want him to go vote. Yeah. Right? He's counted when time ready for vote. But when something happened to him and he need your help, him not counted because him never legal where he was. You know, so now bandolo. Look on the amount of people with hurricane damage and blood. And you have government that go say, watch out, we can't build him a house, they say no. We can't, we would want to help him, we would want to give him a house. But the land don't belongs to him. So how the fuck you give him ID there, sir? Without him name, without the people them address upon him ID. And him have the ID of the government transaction. There are different type of transaction out the road. With people address, when never legally give, it never legally given to him. Neither by rent, nor lease, nor buying. But you give him an ID with that address on it. You know, sound a bandolo, man. Eh? You never see and look at it. Government a bandolo, you know. And all the people down in Westmoreland, you're supposed to know better, you know. So listen me. The government lost all of those seats down there. I must see only one in win down there. You don't think the government are going to know yes if you go know anything? You can't watch Andrew Holness, you know. Andrew Holness think different from how him talk, you know. A leopard can't change his spot, you know. And you have to understand this is how politics is. Right? Anything them do and if it not benefit them not do it. So them know say those seats controlled by PMP, it's not beneficial to them. Them not see it beneficial to them. But at the end of the day, PMP are not the government. Right? They are a representative. Them just represent the people. And the government have the funds a handle. So the government's supposed to make it, right, available for these people who need help. But he must suffer the people because the people they never vote back for him. Right? He must suffer on the down in Westmoreland.
That's him, man.
Mighty boy, me I tell you. And you see Jamaican people in other country, we are just a set of hypocrites, you know. Yeah. Because enough people know, say, the government could have done much more than what they have done towards these people. Because you only have 2 months left for your hurricane again. And probably 3/4 of them people there still not get a sheet as zinc over them head. And the 1 and 2 who then give little money, you give a man 70,000. What is 70,000 towards any farmer construction?
But they make people take picture with 500,000 check. And one time them go like 70,000 them I get. And then Perennial Charles talk about everybody who then take picture with get their money. I prison these people for going to thief them, you know. I thief them, I prison them for go.
70,000 can't even launch your people then walk and come help you. All of something that wickedness and total disrespect.
What do you mean?
But me not hear the people of the country is coming down and the government to say, listen me man, you have to do what you can do to help these people.
That is what me I talk
and
about.
so we stay here. Once we are right and I get little help, then we are keep remote quiet because we don't want the help to go left way.
That is why last night I say I be a blood clot, dopey, Zotopek, live on the island. Be a Zotopek. And things say, I remember, and things say, when time them turn a blind eye, they now go suffer too when the time come. Be a blood clot, Zotopek, live on the island.
But we can't continue, you know, because what goes around comes around.
Everybody are going to feel, everybody are going to suffer.
Boy, me I tell you, I'm not really surprised, Mr. You know, because I know so I saw no stay, you know. All people in the government, I know I saw no stay. Anything when not beneficial to you,
you don't give a fuck about it.
Help. You don't put no input in it.
People them in the country is really stupid, man, I tell you.
Westmoreland.
I see a labor writer come out.
I
cuss the people them that protest against the situation in the hospital. I see labor come out and I cuss the people them for Christopher Tufton. I say them a people need to get blood clot Bellevue. The Andrew need to find the medical team and can drive around and take up these people and carry them to a madhouse. These people need to go to a madhouse. And every month they give them blood clot joke and put an attack on them. And these people sick.
What happened to them, if it happened to them. But what goes around comes around. Remember me telling you,
This labor come out and
many
accuse
storm
people for
we
Christopher
face.
Tufton.
And probably when the
Yo,
storm comes,
them this have to be a movie to blood clot.
Yeah? Okay.
This have to be a movie. No man, this not real man. This could never real. This have to be one movie. Have to be one blood clot movie. Alright. I'm gonna play one video, see? I'm gonna show the mindset of the people in the country. I'm gonna show us that Jamaica really gone because I see the people them going with one taboo. And this is a taboo. I'm gonna play one video. Uno tell me what you think about it. This is one funeral for one dog. This is our Jamaican people are doing. I don't know what they eat. I don't know. This is the mindset of Jamaican people. See there. Funeral, dog in a casket of a bury. No wonder what kind of blood clot ritual this. Look on this here. Just look on this. These are the mindset of the Jamaican people. Look at this. Look. See there? A dog they having a gas stick. See there? Look. See it there. These are the mindset of the people on the island. This is the mindset of the people them on the island. I don't know, you know. I don't know what them putting at the chicken wash up over Elsha, you know. But whatever them putting at the chicken, this is how the people in Jamaica react now. The people in Jamaica, them brain dead. Because the container will wash up over Elsha. It is part of the case study we want to hear Andrew in a parliament talking about. It is part of the case study. So when you see Jamaica and I go to this extreme, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? See there? The dog in a castic, see there? See there? See there? Dog in a frock in a casket. See this a blood, this a go on the island.
Big up yourself, Rabbit, you know what I mean? There's some people about waste some money. Them don't understand that, man.
Papa, we can't understand that, man. We can't understand what is going on. The people are commenting and say a waste of money. And they must say them wouldn't understand. Nobody could in their right mind and understand that. Who could in their right mind and understand that? But may have something for you. Where they? Where they? Stay for this. No, this. Yeah. People must remember.
I just want to start off commenting on the aspect of the shelters and to just also speak to the fact that in the daily newspapers and in the media, specific reference has been made to a number of shelters, especially in Westmoreland, about the lack of basic needs, supplies, and lack of security. I just want to give the country the assurance that all the shelters that was outlined by the new Director General of PEM
is fully equipped, not just with food supplies, but with adequate security water. I must point out that one of the problems you are experiencing at the shelter is that during the days, a lot of people go to the shelters. They don't actually stay at the shelters, but they go to the shelters during the day. So when one go there, they find this huge crowd. It is not because the shelters is overcrowded. We have been working closely with the RPM and the municipal corporations to ensure that all the shelters have the requisite needs as we get down into the thing. The numbers have reduced. Next week, we'll be putting some 300 workers of the Youth Summer Employment Program to go into the affected areas to do an actual count of the numbers of persons in the shelters. And once that is done, we will take a determination how many shelters will be closing down or how many shelters must remain in operation. So I want again to dismiss the mischief that is being made, that the government is not doing anything about the shelters. It is not true.
You believe that?
There was a big story about a rape case in Montego Bay.
About what?
Following detailed investigation. In this room last week, the question was asked of the Prime Minister. There is no truth.
Over in Westmoreland, one of several shelters is on the verge of shutdown as there's no water, no electricity, and it's running low on supplies. Kelisha Williams reports.
At the Petersfield High School in Westmoreland, children are everywhere. Not unusual on a regular school day, except classes have been suspended and these children live here, for now, with their families. There are close to 150 people at this shelter, most of them now homeless after Hurricane Melissa. We observed more women and small children. We were told there are 38 children and 6 newborns. We met this man with his 4-month-old. He too is homeless.
I want to go one room and in there with him.
All a man like this, yeah. With this a young baby. Should I get in container house long time? Like the government think you offer. What do you think?
We run out and we run go over with another friend concrete house and the baby, him drop front way with the baby.
He lost everything.
No one saw for the baby. I don't really have no clothes for him. See there, not even socks upon him.
This is a single father. Baby man gone left the baby upon him.
Yeah, man.
And his house mash up, everything gone.
More,
no clothes for the baby.
Right now, one pampas here, man. One pampas here, man, right now. One pampas upon him. I never know how him.
And none of them people not get no house from the government.
The stories are similar among the people staying at the high school. Teachers turned shelter administrators have been doing what they can to assist, like Philippa Walters.
So far this shelter we have not gotten any assistance. All we have using now are things that the school had in stock. And we know by tomorrow to the other day we'll be out.
From the get-go, these people are being like PR.
No running water and drinking water also. We have to limit persons to 1 bottle of water per day.
Let's see.
That's the situation now. And with the bathroom and all of that, it's all a mess. No water.
No water means meals can no longer be prepared. Terrence Brown is also a teacher.
I am now going to go to Savlam, or a team of us, see if we can go to the fire station, ask them for a tank, and if they could come and full tank so we could get to prepare meals. And there's no water.
Based on its dwindling resources, the shelter can now only provide 1 meal.
Well, it is overwhelming. It is heart-rending. And the people are here, they are trying their best, but they are frustrated. Anger is taking over. People don't know where to go. 90% of the people who are here, they are homeless. This area, Petersfield, Lagwood, Bully Tree, Carwinner, pull it lane. We have people from all over, and their house totally destroyed.
There's also no electricity.
We have to close down by 6:30. Everyone have to go to their room. We are also appealing to the police, the commissioner of police. We have no security from the force. I am now going to Sam to speak to the commander in charge, asking if he could get some security during the night. It is only the security guard at the school we have. So the center is in a major crisis.
Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.
In a case like this, we are paid, the government should provide at least 2 police permanent at the shelter until every single body get back their house and leave the compound. Because we are pay them. So what is the police them duty? Only if you come batter bruise a road and get ticket. What is the police duty? If you batter bruise and give a ticket, it is the duty of the police to make sure that them present, to make sure that the people them safe. Then say then come for protect and serve. Protect and serve who? Obviously it's not the people. I may have some more things for sure now. Where there?
So Andrew, let's say them go and purposely build a new city.
And this is why I'll go on with this thing. I'll go on with this thing. Don't play with me.
So Andrew, let's say them go and purposely build a new city. Saint
Right, and I unload. I'm gonna pay Ash 11. I'm gonna unload it. I'm gonna load it. This is one of the reasons why the place depend stagnant, depend go slow. Because it's more on purpose to build a new city.
Several years ago, I had mentioned that Jamaica needs to purpose build a city. We haven't really purpose built a city. We have never done it. Certainly not since colonial times. Maybe Spanish Town was the only purpose built.
Purpose to build, for destroy something, purpose to build something, you know.
And I had tasked the UDC
in order to create
to
something
identify the area that would be best suited for the development of the third city.
They have to tell you what
2 areas were in close competition. And I'm not going to say specifically where, because that is going to just unleash.
Universe work like that.
You know, you don't want people to go and start to buy land and stake claim, and then you can't do what you need to do. So we don't give the details as to where. But suffice to say that the area that we have been advised is the best area to do an entirely new city, and it is because all the requisite elements to create a new city exist here. And you don't want to create a city that replicates Montego Bay and replicates Kingston. You want to create something unique. And therefore, this parish, St. Elizabeth, would be where we would be looking to develop our new city. That's a big deal, a big announcement.
Nothing can prepare you for the sheer levels of destruction and chaos here in Black River, what is, of course, ground zero of the destruction from Hurricane Melissa. No inch of this town was spared. And this is the commercial hub of the entire parish. And so it's not just residents here, but residents.
But I have more of them in there. Let's see. I have one specific to them share with you now. Look on that one.
I am Joan Montague. I'm a teacher at the Lower Primary and Infant School. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm also a farmer. This is my dwelling. I was here on the Tuesday morning prior to the hurricane coming. I was on the second floor and I looked through the window and I realized that the sewage pipes were cracking from behind.
Look for your house.
I
get back for your house
went to the other side of the building. There's a veranda.
None of these people get back no house yet.
Step going up to the road when I realized that the steps were cracking from the top coming down.
None of these people get back no house yet.
I grabbed the bag I had packed with some documents and I headed up the road On reaching the top of the step, I realized that there was already a ditch separating the road from the structure. The pavement on top of the plaza was bursting up, and all I could do was jump over the ditch, and I ran to my neighbor's house. I live here alone. And you
how would that?
I brought pieces on the
my
goods perish inside. I was just able to go in and salvage what was left. I'm still not able to access the second floor. But all my furniture, everything, my clothes, everything is still there. Right now I live nowhere. I'm just catching with my neighbor.
Hold on, we have more, man. We have more. We have a specific one I want to play. Hear this.
There was a scramble. And that scramble essentially was, my hand is up, I need help. And the system trying to respond to the loudest voices or the most frantic wave of hands. As of today, we are out of that phase. Now, a systematic response will take over in the relief effort. And you would see that the government has made certain actions to ensure that there is a systematic response.
There was a scramble.
Let me say it in another way. I hear the cry of every baby that is now hungry in a community that is not yet reached. It goes to bed with me. And I have to think of it in this.
Remember, the man saying he cry of every hungry baby. He go to bed with him. And until now, the baby them left hungry, so they almost dead off now. Andrew, go check back and see if the baby them still alive. Andrew, please, me I beg you, go check back and see if the baby them is still alive. The hungry baby them you talk about, you got your bed with by your mind. Go and check if they're alive or they're dead. Because you say you hear a scramble. I don't know.
Do I try myself to jump on a helicopter with a package to reach the baby that is crying? Or do I try to develop a system to get more helicopters in, to get more packages put together, to get more supplies in?
So, be sure you say the pussy was on here, you know. The man say, I use a baby as reference, you know. The man saying here, hungry baby, I cry for food. And the man ask me the question, if we think saying should I go assist the hungry baby, when you see, or if we thinking should I go away, I want to get more helicopter to assist more people. My grandmother says, see big nose, brother big nose, the first water you see you wash. So you see hungry baby, you see, you assist him. Then you go and leave now and go get a helicopter and get more power that we can give people them more resources. You assist the one hungry baby. So you prefer leave the hungry baby, go get more helicopter and you come back the hungry baby dead. We don't see where you deal with, man.
To get more support to be able to reach those babies that are crying. While at the same time saying to Keith and Daryl and Minister Tufton, get out there in the scramble. And so that is what you have been seeing. People individually going out there trying to
just look on the character, you know.
Relieve
and how him feel
suffering.
Good talking about this, you know.
But
it
that
is
not a sustainable response.
So Andrew want to start about
the sustainable response
the devastation,
is
you know.
what you would see the government doing now.
Eh?
So you hear babies are crying, people, when I talk to the Prime Minister. Would you assist the baby? You know, say the baby them probably dead, brother. By the time you forgot done set up your system, the baby probably dead.
They're not dead, they want the baby them for dead. And they want the baby them for dead, you know. Alright. For all who I worry how they not get no help from the government. We have the video now. We are going to tell you now why you not get no help. Because Andrew say, in buy the election, in buy no vote. And me I make him tell you how much he spend for no vote. Because a lot of you live in a denial. And me I going to make you know say, you not get no money's worth. How much money you say you spend, Andrew?
Thousands of Jamaicans are in line to benefit from state assistance and policy adjustments in the coming weeks. Our reporter Dwayne Anderson watched the Prime Minister's presentation in which the announcements were made and filed this report.
The piece for them meaning the JLP administration has...
Thousands of Jamaicans are in line to benefit from state assistance and policy adjustments in the coming weeks. Our reporter Dwayne Anderson watched the Prime Minister's presentation in which the announcements were made and filed this report.
The dividends of good governance is how Prime Minister Andrew Holness described the policy decisions he announced in Gordon House on Thursday. And among those getting a payout from those dividends will be vulnerable Jamaicans not on PATH or any other social assistance program.
As we continue our mission to build a stronger and more inclusive Jamaica, we recognize that many of our citizens are in need but do not benefit from any existing government program. To address this, we are introducing the $1 billion Solidarity Program.
Hear how much you spend? Or not hear how much you spend? $1 billion. $1 billion in spend for a person. And just tell you, a one-off payment. Seem just telling you there. I continue.
We have lost productive assets. We have lost farms. We have lost businesses. We have lost schools. I am not one who fears criticism.
No. Top. Look how this man, look how happy.
Assets. We have lost farms. We have lost businesses. We have lost schools. I am not one who fears criticism. But there are people who fear me when I respond to them. Be assured that I will respond to any nonsense that is put out. So I ask all Jamaicans of good mind and goodwill to stand up to those who are seeking to become popular on negativity. The physical distribution of the relief is an expensive operation, and it poses some risk to us as well. I've seen videos circulating where I've seen a Jamaica Defence Force truck and people are there waving, and you know, it wasn't too bad. But even in a disaster, we must maintain our dignity.
You can't bad way up.
Even in a disaster, we must never give the view that there is lawlessness, and even if we are hungry and there is suffering, we must maintain our dignity.
Yeah, blood clot up here, man. A hungry man is an angry man. That is why I just say I can't rate it, because you talk some imaginary thing, brother. You talk some imaginary thing. But you tell the people them, you know, you tell them say you buy, you just show them say you buy them vote. But you did tell them, you also tell them this brother big nose Anjo. I'm going to play with it, tell them.
Some people will make a choice irrationally. They wake up on the wrong side one morning, kiss them teeth, and make a wrong vote, and then them suffer for the rest of the time. Some people will make a choice based on a promise. A man come and tell them, say, in our third term, we will double the minimum wage from $16,000, what we have carried it to now, having almost tripled it, to $32,000. And you believe, you don't look at the track record to see if there was any horses that have flown before. And then there are some people who just don't know. And anything you tell them, them do. And it is those persons that we who are in the know, that we who see the vision, who have looked at the track record and the history.
Yeah, what Andrew say? Andrew basically tell us say, yeah, some people, I'm going to play it back.
That we who see the vision, who have that have flown before.
Listen this.
And then there are some people who just don't know. And anything you tell them, them do.
Here, you have some people who just don't know. And anything I tell them then do. Them are the people them Andrew only saying want to get a hold of. The one them when just tell them anything and then believe. Who just don't know. And them are the people Andrew only saying want to get. Listen.
And it is those persons that we who are in the know, that we who see the vision, who have looked at the track record and the history, who are looking at the current experience, we must look at our brothers and sisters. My friend, you could have completed my speech and educate them.
Justice Panton fiercely defended the work of the IC and dismissed claims of bias when he appeared before the IC Oversight Committee last October.
70% of the persons on the voters list do not vote. And it is startling that it could be suggested that the 5 commissioners happen to be partisan. So we reject that. The commission takes orders from no one other than the court. And it needs to be understood. I don't know if something is wrong with the water in Parliament, why some people, the moment they get into Parliament, they say certain things and behave a certain way. I decided that I wasn't going to take the chance of drinking any water here.
The anti-corruption body was established in 2017 by the Integrity Commission Act to combat corruption and promote ethical conduct in governance. The Integrity Commission Act consolidates laws relating to the prevention of corruption. It also requires parliamentarians and certain public officials to file a statutory declaration with the Commission, disclosing their assets, liabilities, and income. Opposition leader Mark Golding has called on Governor General Sir Patrick Allen to ensure that the new commissioners are not politically affiliated.
And I say to our Governor General, Excellency, do the right thing. We know some vacancies are coming up. Make sure that no political hacks, no strongly politically affiliated people are appointed commissioners of the Integrity Commission, because that institution needs to be protected.
The Governor General appoints the members of the Integrity Commission with the exception of the Auditor General.
I sell out, yeah, man. Anyway, it was nice being here. Big up on yourself. This is where we say so long. Go and look at night. You know me, I go up on the work look more from now, so I just go on with a vibe, though. So, I just say it, man.
Psalms 23 verse 5. Don't prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. God not gonna make you win in front of the wall of them. And where they come from, send it back, send it back. Every evil arrow, anywhere he come from, send it back. If a China, if a Jamaica, if a Haiti, where he come from, we send it back. Reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody say, reverse the curse, yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse.